Oh, hello, people of the internet. This week I finished 2 projects. Yay! And started a whole bunch more, so yeah. You finish one and start 10, right? This is the way it goes. Hello. For anybody who is new here, my name is Carla. I am one half of DottyDolt. I am the half that does all the crochet stuff. And if you clicked on this video, it's probably because you like crochet stuff. So stick around. We'll be talking about these 2 patterns, and I have some yarn that I just picked up that I wanted to show off. So, yeah. The first pattern that we're going to talk about is the one that was the winner of our Instagram stories, which was the turtle spiderweb. See? Spiderweb. This pattern is by Crochet Studios US Art. It is their Halloween spider turtle no-sew, a bunch of other words for, you can find them when you search stuff. So I got it on Etsy. You can go and check it out if you want. It's a relatively easy pattern. It is no sew, which is awesome. There are a couple of pieces that you make separate. So the head is made separate and the feet are made separate. But the tail is all a part of it. So that's cool. And then the shell is one piece, and then you add the spider web on top. There are a few things that I would change with it if I were to do it again, because I just followed the pattern specifically to what it said, and I was just like, we'll see what it looks like. Cool. If I were to do it again, I would want to figure out, Spider Dad actually pointed it out to me, and now that's all I can think of course. But I would like a way to figure out how to make it kind of like the spider web, like this part to dent in a bit, if that makes sense, so it actually looks like the classic kind of spider web, because right now it is very round, which is fine. I see spider web, it is I know what it is. Spiderweb shell turtle, cool. And the spiderweb part was relatively easy to do. I wasn't sure quite how it was going to come together, but it did work out. But there might be a way that I could do it, if I did maybe a larger stitch for the web or something, so then when I connected, or I can connect the pieces, so it kind of sorry, I'm pressing this the wrong way, so it kind of connects up, or I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you've done this pattern and there you came up with a way that you could kind of crink in the ends. Maybe I could just put a stitch in or something, but I was a little worried that it might look a little weird, so I was like, well, for the first time doing it, it was relatively easy to do, so we'll just go with it. I think it's really cute. I had these kind of orange, that's the color I was thinking of, these orange eyes, which I think really went well with it, because they're nice and deep, and he kind of looks like a little sad turtle, and I love him, and I love his little tail. It kind of curls. It's so cute. But yeah, all in all, I think the pattern was relatively easy to make. I would say that it would be beginner friendly. There were a few things in the pattern that when I was going through it, I had to read a couple of times to be like, what are you saying here? And then I kind of just went with it. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens if I do this. So I feel like there was a little bit of some explanation that was missing, especially when it came to the spider web part of the shell. There were a few things that were just missing, or maybe I was just making it more difficult than it should have been, because sometimes you do those things. But it came together really well, and it didn't take overly long to make. He's super cute. He's large because he's made with blanket yarn, so I used the Burnett blanket yarn there. The orange is the brights, and then the black is there. I think it's coal or something like that. It's not just called black. It's so it's yeah. But it worked out really well, and I think he is really cute. I would definitely give him a shot. Yeah, that's that guy. All right. So, the next pattern that I want to talk about, I've been working on this pattern on and off for the last couple of months. Because I decided to do it in a Chanel yarn, so it ended up a lot bigger than than the pattern made it look. Because the original pattern is done in like a worsted weight or something like that. So I want to figure out a way to like shrink the pattern so that I can make more of these faster, because this guy took me a really long time to make. But I think he's worth it. So this little floppy dude here is from T&B Crochet. It's the zombie cat. And I think there is another name that they go by on Instagram. I'll put all the information up here. And all of the information, of course, will be in the description below. But yeah, so this is their zombie cat. Spider Dad calls him Glitch Cat because he has some pom-pom yarn. Oh, we can't. It's not really picking up. It's very bright in here. He has some pom-pom yarn because I didn't think he was going to be as large as he was. And I was like, I have one ball of yarn. That'll be fine. My famous last words of always. It'll be fine. But yeah, he took about 2 balls for the blue. He took about 2 balls of the blue yarn and a ball-ish. I think it was a half a ball when I started out with it. So I think it was like half a ball, maybe a little bit more of the purple. Luckily, I had more of the purple, so he ended up with a different color arm, because in the pattern, this arm is supposed to be the same color as this arm. It's just it's the stripe is supposed to be purple, but I just switched it because I was like, well, I have more of the purple than I do of the blue, so let's just go with that. But the thing is, so I didn't overly stuff his neck, and I love that because he's so floppy. It's amazing. He really makes me want to make a Mimikyu because of like the floppiness of him. It's just and I think it is because he's so chunky and big, because this head is massive. Like it's a little bit smaller than my head, but not that by that much. Like I could hide behind him. See? Anyway. Sorry, I'm so weird. Anyways, so yeah, so this one is their zombie cat one. But we've renamed him to Glitch Cat because it kind of looks like he's glitching out a little bit. But yeah, really happy with how my stitch work on his mouth turned out. Like so happy. And his little like fish tummy stitch and his little Blair Witch symbol, and he also has like a little scar on his tail. And I also love how they did the tail too. It makes it look like it's drippy, which is awesome. I've seen these guys or like this pattern for quite a while, and I've had this pattern for quite a while. I've just always been like, oh, there's another thing that I need to do, because there's always something else that you need to do. But I was finally like, have the yarn, let's do this. But yeah, so I do want to figure out like making it a bit smaller. I'll go with just decreasing the rows and edit it as I go, I guess, because now I know how to make it, so I think I can make a smaller version of it, because he's just so freaking cute. And like, look at this massive tail. But yeah, and his eyes are adorable. Oh, I just can't get over it. The pattern, I really liked the way that the pattern was written out. It made it really simple. I would have liked a few more pictures of the mouth. Because when I was doing it, I was having a little bit of an issue with it. There are pictures of the mouth, but I don't know, maybe just like one or two like closer pictures or something like that. Like everything was laid out really well, but there were a few things that I struggled with. But it wasn't like anything overly difficult. I also love how his little ear kind of like dips in. Like it's just, oh, I'm so happy with this. And it's all because Small Human was like, I want you to finish this cat. So he did. And I'm really happy that I did that because he's so floppy and fun. I like it. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about him. But yeah, I want to figure out how to make him a bit smaller because, right now he's quite large and I'm very much in charge. But yeah, it's adorable. Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely, if you're like on the fence of getting this pattern, I would definitely get the pattern. Just beware if you use blanket yarn, he'll be obnoxiously large. But if you use like a Chanel yarn, he will be quite big. And I think even with using like a worsted weight or anything else, like he will still be quite large. It just is on the larger side. So yeah. And also the other thing too, that this is a me thing. It's nothing to do with the pattern. I am so freaking, oh, there we go. I'm so happy how my like stitch work turned out on his tummy, like, and on his mouth. It's something that I've really been working on, because it's something that I find that can be a bit of a challenge. And like, I had a hard time with his eye getting that spiral in there. It took me like a good couple of tries to like get it down because I just had to I had to figure out like where I could follow the like, because you make it all in a round, right? So I had to figure out how I could follow that round. And yeah, so I think I did it successfully. And I'm happy with how that like spiral turned out. But yeah, it did take a while to get all the like stitching done. But I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. So like if you were like me and struggle sometime with stitching, sometimes it's just you just have to keep practicing at it, and sometimes you just have to be like, and it's done. I'm good. We're going to move on to the next project and then just keep trying. And yeah, eventually you'll be really happy with the way it turns out. And you know what? If somebody else doesn't like it, then that's just too bad. All that matters is that you like it. You tried. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was I got a little yarn order from Michaels. There was a couple of skeins that I was missing and I just wanted to stock back up. They had 30% off on their website. It was online only. I know I saw a couple of creators that were like, Michaels has 30% off in store. Not in Canada, or at least not in BC. I mean, maybe it was in other places, but not here. So you had to order it online and then you could pick it up in store, or you could have it shipped to you. I picked it up in store, and I don't know about you, but every time I pick up on like a yarn order or any order really, maybe I'm just like marked or something, but it's always in the, or not in the back, but it's always in the like the metal bins. It's never in a spot of where I can just like pick it up. I don't know if it's just because it's yarn so it's big or what it is. It can't be sealed or something like that. I don't know. But every time I have to go find an associate, and like they're always nice. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on the people that work there or anything like that. Like, retail work is not easy. But they're always like, "Oh, are you sure you checked out here?" And I'm like, "Yes, I know what my last name looks like." And then I have to spell my last name, and then they're always like, "What?" It's not A difficult last name. But anyways, and then they always like, you know, kind of sigh and then have to go look in the bin, and then they find it and they're like, oh, here you go. And I'm like, hey, I told you it would probably be back there. Maybe I'm the asshole, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, so I got some colors. I'm really excited. I finally ordered this red. So it's the loops and threads, the Sweet Snuggles. So it is a little bit thicker, because it is just the like the regular Sweet Snuggles. It's just red. I've been looking for a bright red. I did want to get it in the what is this one? In the Chanel Home Slim, but it just doesn't exist. I really wish they would just have all of the colors in all of the thicknesses. That would be really awesome. Because it's really annoying because you're like, oh, this is a super awesome bright red, but it's not the same thickness, which, you know, I get they're different yarns. Like, I understand that and everything like that. But it's just like the Home Chanel, for whatever reason, seems to only have like the darker colors. And then the Sweet Snuggles has all the brighter colors. And it's a little annoying. Just have it on all the colors. I don't understand why not. That would be awesome. Because if you wanted the thicker yarn, then you can go with the thicker yarn. If you wanted the thinner yarn, you could go with the thinner yarn. If you wanted both, then you get both. Sorry. But anyways, so this is the Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles. It's their red. And it's so bright red. I love it. I was thinking of making a like Lydia inspired loaf cat to go with my Beetlejuice loaf cat. And like I was thinking about making it in the wedding dress, which is like the bright red. I don't know. We'll see if that comes to fruition or not. But that was an idea that I had with this one. I also just wanted to get like a bright red and then suffer. The other ones that I got, I think this one's also the Sweet Snuggles. I did get a yellow because it's a nice bright yellow. Sorry, it's really... The tag is really like washing it out. Sorry if this is like not showing up at all, but it's a really nice yellow. It's super bright. Again, it's a Sweet Snuggle, so it is a little bit thicker, and it's just their yellow. Not an exciting color. It's just yellow, which is, I mean, when I look at it, it definitely looks like yellow. Sorry, I think it's just really blown out on there, but yeah, yellow. It's exciting. And then I got some of the Chanel Home Slim yarn from Sweet Snuggles as well. This one is called Blue Shadow, and it's a really nice soft blue. Ooh, there's a few rough ends on this one. It's a really nice soft blue, which is great. And yeah. And then I needed some more browns because I wanted to make some bears, like some scary Halloween bears. So I got this a home Slim again, and it's their mustard, but their mustard to me kind of looks like a very like it looks mustardy, but there's definitely like a brown like tone into it, so really good for like if you wanted like a soft brown color. But yeah, I like it. And then the last one is, again, the Loops and Threads Chanel Home Slim, and it's their terracotta. I am reading that right. Yeah, terracotta. This does not look terracotta. It is picking up a little bit more red on the camera, but like it's definitely like that that classic teddy bear brown kind of color. Like just like a medium brown. But yeah, that was my little yarn haul from Michaels. So that's it for me today. If you want to check out more of our videos, check out this playlist here, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.